almost heaven. West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River.
Hey, hey, teach me how to thug it, hey. They be like, Smooth, what? Can you teach me how to thug it? You know why? Cause all the girls love me, hey. All I need is a beat that's super bumpin', and for you to back it up and dump it, get it. Put your arms out front, lean side to side. They gon' be on you when they see you hit that Dougie ride. Ain't nobody getting with my bro from on the side. He go by Bubba and he hit that dance like thunder. Okay, dudes love to hate, so they try to shoot me. Females be stuck to me, I think they try to glue me. I make the party shine bright when it started gloomy. This beat was bubble gum, so I had to chew it.
Taste me how to duck, taste me how to duck, taste me how to duck, taste me how to duck.
Everybody love me, everybody love me, everybody love me. You ain't messing with my Dougie.
Taste me how to duck, taste me how to duck, taste me how to duck, taste me how to duck.
Everybody love me, everybody love me, everybody love me. You ain't messing with my Dougie.
We are here. It's Saturday.
It is.
Not just any Saturday.
No, it's awards Saturday. Second awards of our channel, guys. Yeah. George,
I'm
are
pretty
you
excited.
alive? All
I'm
right.
I'm trying not to hyperventilate. That's all I'm trying to do right now.
We brought we
You have a paper bag handy?
we brought somebody on this week that I'm very excited to have as a guest panelist. We got Super Jerry, who is like
Hello,
a
everyone.
yeah, he's a super nerd like you, George.
That's great to hear. I should be Super George then, if that's the case.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah. And we have Amanda. Hello, Amanda.
Hi.
We have 47 people watching. This is the one time I'll say this for my own channel. I don't want to hear people upset like I didn't know there were awards going on. So if everybody could go tweet out this link to the stream this one time, and we'll get people in here and let as many people vote as they want. So if you guys go on Twitter, throw out the link, we'd really appreciate it. Don't you think, George?
Absolutely. Last year we had this. It was a much smaller show. Today I see 50 plus people in chat already. It's already moving fast. So let everyone know what's going on.
We have 14 categories, George. Is that right?
14 categories, 12 carryovers from last year, and 2 new ones, as voted on from the chat over a week ago, establishing which categories would be. It looks like we got them set in order, and the nominees were established last week.
I have the polls preloaded and ready. We'll take a look at them real quick, and we'll share them. So we have best letterer, best value, most memorable moment, I guess, best character, community ambassador, and that's who is the best ambassador within the CG community, George, within. Right? Best writer, best colorist, entertainer of the year, best new creator, best cover, best artist, most anticipated, book of the year, and creator of the year. So those are the ones we have right now. So those are the only ones we're going to
Now, how did you establish this order? Did you just pick it randomly, or you had a thought process going?
I was just going through them and decided that was the order.
Fair enough.
So, Amanda, let's look at the campaigns.
Oh yeah, sorry. I'm slacking on that part. Hang on.
Amanda.
I like that.
Well, this is par for the course, I guess. All right, let me know when you see the screen.
We got it. There we go.
All right, so we only have 2 campaigns that are opening. Blood Realm, which is Robert Geronimo from Alterna. And then Ed Gain, Demon Hunter, which is Lucifer Storm, which is CG UK. I don't have any that are closing. If you feel as though we are missing some, feel free to mention them in chat. But keep in mind that we only do the very first, the first week of the first 30, and then we do the last week of the second 30 or 15 or however they do it. But we do not mention them if they are the end of the first 30.
All right. We got 50. Should we just start, George? What do you think?
Going with best letterer first, absolutely.
Vanessa, you ready to start?
Sure, best letterer.
You're already drunk, Vanessa.
I am not. I've just been sipping on this.
You can't even talk straight, woman.
I always talk like this.
All right, let's
Vanessa, remember, it's
what are
a
you
feel-good
drinking?
stream.
That's what you say, George.
She's slurring her freaking speech.
She is already, I know.
No, I'm not. Oh my goodness.
We're going to talk about you after we vote, Vanessa. We're going to talk a little. All right, that's all I'm going to say. All right.
Okay. Where's best letterer?
The polls in the chat. It's in the chat. Everybody go vote. I'm going to turn on the results.
Which one did you share? Creator?
Oh, did I?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you used the wrong one.
No.
Yeah, how about that? How about that?
Yeah. We'll do best creator first. That's fine then. Whoops. But that's fine. The polls in the chat.
You could always close it out and we'll bring it back up
You
later.
can close it back up and bring it up again later, Leroy.
Yeah, close it out and bring it up again later. This is the first one. Let's get the easy one out of the way.
Amanda, are you ready? You have to do your thing. Are you ready?
Yeah. And the nominees for Best Creator: Starlight Cats, Shane Davis; Graveyard Shift, John Malin; U.S. Assassins, Mark Polton; The Lucent, Michael Bancroft. Johnny Phantasm, Patrick Thomas Parnell. And Pirate Queen, Mandy Summers.
There we go. Very good.
But we're still doing creator?
Yeah, we're doing it. It's going. I
Okay,
put the link
it's
in there.
going.
It has to go.
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah. So I'm gonna wait till like votes are in because people will see who I vote for.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to
So,
sway.
If Shane pulls
anything.
this off, are we sending him truck nuts?
That's up to Ryan Blue Thunder. He kind of said he was going to do that, but he's kind of been busy. I haven't heard from Ryan in a while, so I know he's out of town tonight. So that's up to Brian Blue Thunder. I'm not going to go buy people truck nuts. The straws, the chat is in the poll, so there you go,
I don't even know where to get truck nuts.
The chat is in the poll.
or whatever.
And
And you're
only
saying
drinking
I'm
Coke, by the way.
slurred. Jesus, I'm the only one
Well,
drinking that I know.
We
of.
got hold on. We got 7 of 9 says how many people, how long will each poll be open? We kind of just play it. I mean, this isn't official, guys. Like we
It's
do the best we
extraordinarily
can.
official.
Oh, is it, George?
I thought it was
Yes.
for fun.
Oh,
Nothing's for fun. This is serious.
so there we go. Leroy drunk? No, I'm just drinking Coca-Cola. And hey, thanks. What about? I see all the regulars in the chat. I appreciate you all being here. It's official to me. This is what about.
That's right. Tell them what about.
Canuck says truck nuts for the win.
That is the rumor.
Bronze truck nuts.
Michael says that when there's a clear winner, they just call it.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. And I think we have a clear winner here.
That's good.
Uh,
So we have
Here.
57 votes. How many people do we have in the chat?
57.
So
Oh,
we got pretty much
Oh,
all.
But
wow.
I haven't voted yet. So if I go back to poll and I make my vote,
Yeah, you just threw the whole poll off.
You want to stick the link in there one more time?
yeah, we'll do it.
Wait, we can drink on this stream?
Yes, yes.
according to Vanessa, we can.
Vanessa started drinking at 9 a.m. So.
That is not true, sir. I was still asleep at 9 a.m.
Oh man,
No,
I'd
she
be dead if
rolled-
I started drinking at 9.
She rolled out of bed and made a Bloody Mary.
Shane says seems legit. I don't want any creators stumping in the chat today.
Yeah, no stumping. We don't stump. Actually, we're very
What do you mean by stumping?
like we're not gonna like sit here and make our case before the vote. After the vote,
Oh,
we'll
right,
talk
right.
about. After the vote, we'll all talk about who we like and all that, but not
Mhm.
not before.
So you're gonna say after the vote we tell the chat why they're wrong? Is that what you're saying?
no,
Oh.
You can if you want to.
Okay.
I'm
You
not
could-
stopping you, George. So we have 59 in the chat and 67 votes.
Yeah, we're calling it. So, winner of Creator of the Year, Shane Davis. So there
By
you go.
nearly half.
Yeah.
Wow.
He really dominated.
Congratulations.
What are your feelings on this, Super Jerry?
I agree. I love Starlight Cats. I was lucky enough, like by accident, kind of to fall into CG, and found Shane through Ethan because I kind of missed him on the shelves. I'm like, where'd this guy go? And I'm like, okay, Metalman, and then a cat book, and I was like, hey, cat book. But I thoroughly enjoyed the quote unquote gay cat book, and I can't wait for the sequel.
All right. Amanda, who do you have for Creator of the Year for yourself?
I picked Shane, although I do think that they all have done phenomenal this past year because, for different reasons. But Shane happens to be the whole package above and beyond and what a lot of people should strive to be and do.
George, your thoughts?
Well, I have two things I'm disappointed in.
Mhm.
One, I voted for Patrick. He had 3 campaigns out this year. I thought he should have been Creator of the Year. And 2, we were supposed to do Letterer first. So
Yeah.
with the very first category, you already flopped things.
Well, we
It can only go up from here, there, George.
Well, are we gonna now? Is everything gonna now be rearranged? Or like what happens
No, we'll
now?
just-
It's
we'll
just
just-
chaos.
It's not chaos. Calm down, George. Do you
Dogs
have a
and
paper
cats
bag?
living together.
Do you have a paper bag next to you, George?
Mass hysteria.
You just breathe in, breathe out to the paper bag, George. It's fine. Everything's gonna be all right. Vanessa, what are your thoughts?
I mean, after what I've put Shane Davis through in the last few weeks or so, think he deserves it. So there you go.
Let's go to the chat. Shane's all that in a pair of truck nuts, says Snuggie Jr. I voted for PTP too, says Eric the Guapo. There you go. No, it's not a cash award, Shane.
Allegedly, there's truck nuts involved.
Ginger Gingerton says, I voted for PTP, and they're wearing their Johnny Phantasm shirt right now, George. There you
Awesome.
go.
I appreciate it.
What about says total package Shane. 7-9 says Shane is the correct answer. Hell Shane. Bravo says our boy Kenneth Rocafort. So there you go. PTP, lots of votes for PTP.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. The ranking, it's about where I thought. I thought that PTP and Bancroft were going to be closer. Oh, they were pretty close with them 4 votes for second place. This is not surprising to me. So, like, maybe I thought Malin would have made a higher push for second.
I know the joke is always in an awards like haha, like, you know, it's just an honor to be nominated, but I think this is one of the 2 categories, in all honesty, where if you're nominated, you should be very flattered.
I agree.
This is my favorite award, George, because this means you put a book out this year.
Bingo.
You know what I mean?
Bingo.
So,
and you did right by all the backers too.
Exactly.
Which is one of the reasons why it should have been last.
Should have what?
Now I'm disappointed again.
It should have been
All right.
last.
It
But we
should
still
have
have some. We still have like a couple.
We do
of
have some
big
other
awards.
biggies. Yes, we do.
Let's get best letter out of the way. I actually went there this time, George. And we're going to do it in the correct way because I forgot. He'll get over it for making these videos for us. We want to shout out Get Over It, right, Amanda?
Yes, Get Over It Studios put out all of these videos and did a good job. There's some spelling errors, but you know, we didn't pay for them.
All
he
right.
didn't get paid for it.
No, he did not. Are you ready, Amanda? Are you ready to do your announcer voice thingy?
Oh, we're not alternating? Yeah, I can do it again.
All right, so here we go.
Nominees for Best Letterer.
That's hot.
Oh.
Eric Weathers. Phil Diaz. With
Oh my goodness, it's Phil!
Adam Lawson. And Carlos M. Manguel.
Vanessa.
I'm sure Phil will appreciate that.
All right, polls in the chat. Everyone go vote. I'm going to turn on the results. Actually, I'm just going to go ahead and vote for my winner here. That's fine. I'm not going to.
You can't sway the chat.
Oh Jesus, George.
Language.
I'm writing down the things we need to improve on for next year already.
It's always good to have a correction of errors.
We're only 14 minutes in.
What are you talking about?
And one.
We got EV. Shout out to EVS who's in the chat. We see you, Ethan.
Hail, Ethan.
And Mandy's in the car listening.
Leandro says Eric Weathers, and then Eric's like, "Get it out of the way."
Okay, the votes are semi. Everyone's got something. Everyone's got a vote.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
That's good.
And Vanessa, who did Carlos? He was your boy. What book was he?
Yeah, he did Impossible Stars and Expendables Go to Hell.
For those that didn't know.
Yeah. So we are. I mean, we're going to call this, George. Can we call this?
We can call it.
Yeah. So Eric Weathers, congratulations. This is his. You have to say it. This is his second award. Say it.
This
Amanda.
is second in
Amanda.
in 2 years.
Amanda has to say it. Like
I have to say it.
Yeah.
This is Eric Weathers' second win. He won last year and this year. Congratulations, Weathers.
There you go. George, you don't have a voice for that.
That's okay.
I'm sorry, man. There we go.
Congratulations, Eric. Well deserved.
Anybody have any comments on this? Jerry, got anything?
I actually do not. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know much about lettering. I remember at a Comic-Con once, I went up to a guy with a board. I said, "Can you draw me something?" And he was a letter. He's like, "Do you know who I am?" I'm like, "No." And he wrote, "I am a bat. I must become a bat," and that was it. So I'm not hot on the letters scheme.
Amanda, anything?
I don't think this is too surprising, considering that anybody that has a CG book probably has a book that was lettered by Eric Weathers.
There you go.
Although the other guys, they do a fine showing, and they obviously are pretty decent at what they do. They just don't do it as often as Weathers.
George, you got anything?
Congratulations, Eric.
That's it?
That's it.
All right. Vanessa, you got anything?
Eric Weathers, what can I say about him? He has wonderful hair. He has a good beard. He has a nice office. And he's able to put them words down on a page. So I don't have to try to figure out through pictures what the story is about to be. I could just read it and then look at pictures and then maybe read it again. Thank you.
I'd like to say, if you guys don't want to understand the value of a good letter, and you have Sovereign Wolf, flip through Sovereign Wolf and look through a book lettered by Eric versus not lettered by Eric. I think we all take Eric a little for granted how good he is at what he does, because you never get a book lettered by him and you're like, oh, this is off. This doesn't work. We're saying, haha, this is a default award, but Eric is actually that good. So hail Eric Weathers. That's what I would say. Let's go to the chat, shall we?
Splort.
Yeah, splort. There you go. Stop disappointing George. We've seen that. No. Eric says, thank you, everyone. Bancroft says Kenneth Rocafort will be on this list next year. That's a bold prediction. Phil's protesting. Dude, it's still up. It's not even close, Phil.
It was close.
40 votes between.
The other guys, Stippling Vaughn says the chat keeps getting bigger. This is awesome. Congrats to Eric, the best head of hair in CG. That's what you were saying, Vanessa.
Now there's a mullet coming potentially soon. No?
Oh yes. I forget what stretch goal that's for, though.
Jim Cox saying is Amanda B drinking too? Is that?
I've had some.
Yeah.
Listen,
I don't think come in as Vanessa is, but I've had some.
I am not even in that deep. I haven't even finished my first one.
Are you drinking Are you drinking moonshine, Amanda B?
No, blueberry vodka and lemonade.
Oh, all right.
With frozen blueberries.
All right. Let's carry on to the next award, shall we, George?
Sure.
Most memorable moment award.
Oh yes.
This is one of the new categories.
That's right. I gotta find
it. Was created or suggested by Durst.
There you go. You ready, Amanda? You ready for your thing?
Yes.
All right, here we go.
Nominees for most memorable moment: Sumo Shane. The birth of Pterodactyl Davis or Galactus Davis. Dale Keown's first CG stream. Bancroft's and Billy's ARO stream. The EVS toast. Venom Cecil.
All right. And the poll is in the chat.
I'm impressed you have all these pre-loaded.
Well, thank you, George. That's like the only compliment you've given me.
Well, it's the only thing you should be complimented for thus far.
I do this for free, George. Jeez. All right. I'm just gonna look at the results because I don't want to vote. So there you go. Turn auto refresh on. So here we go. This is tough, says Eric Weathers. Hold on, where's Eric? This is tough. Elliot Rodriguez in the house. Hello, Elliot. We always like it when he stops in. Ethan says it was a fun year. Those were all great fun.
There was a lot of stuff that was suggested that didn't quite make the cut, but yeah, it was a fun year.
I disavow this, nefarious. Thank you, Vanessa, for pointing it in the chat. We appreciate you.
No problem.
Wow, the sass in this old man. Send my regards to Todd McFarlane. Tough ones to Soletta.
This is a tough one.
Yeah, this is tough.
It's pretty even. Even between 1 and 6. It's.
We got 77 votes in. We got 86 in the chat. Vanessa just posted again. Everybody go vote. Sumo Shane was golden, says Citizen Ronan. I wanted to pick a few, says what about Sumo Shane all the way. Flux Core, what's up? It would be rude not to say baby, but Venom Cecil, classic bad taste award. So there you go. 77 women, Chuck Point says. Chat's got a lot of people in the chat. All right.
Unfortunately, the Venom Cecil one is one that I have not witnessed myself, so I'm not even sure what that is.
It's hilarious, is what it is.
I'm
sure anything with Cecil is, but
I'm casting my vote. So give me a moment and I'll go back to the results.
you voted wrong.
No, I didn't. It's my vote.
Just kidding.
We're going to close it off because we got how many? 87 votes. We got 88 people.
Hold on, it's closed. I don't know if you should. It's
Okay.
very close. I don't think you should close it yet.
All right. So we'll say 2 more minutes at 6:23 p.m. We're going to cut it off.
That sounds fine.
All right. Got to vote pterodactyl.
Talking and drawing with shaved Danis. Cecil better not ruin my day. These darn clones are everywhere.
Is that what is Shave Dana's been here the whole time, or is like Shane actually here? I don't even know anymore.
I don't even know either.
Yeah, too many clones.
Yeah, it's to the point where you have to like read their names very carefully.
One more minute, we're gonna close it.
Drop.
Jim Cox says, "Go vote." There you go.
There you go, Jim. It is his Discord, so he should be on it like that.
And for those that aren't familiar with some of these streams, I did share out the nominations Wednesday, I think it was, and I put links to these, except for the Venom Cecil, because, like I said, I think it's a stream that got privated and I didn't get to catch the first time. So,
if Dale was on the list, I'm sure he would have won. Dale is on the list.
It's gotten to the point where it's far enough. I think you can call it.
All right, so we're gonna go. The baby pterodactyl was the moment of the year in CG. So, Super Jerry, what do you got to say?
I think that's great. I voted for Sumo Shane because I'm not a parent, so I guess I don't get what the birth of a child would be, but that's great because I'm happy for Shane with that. And then this was a difficult one because I don't know, I was almost in tears when Dale Keown showed up on that stream.
That was a magical night. Yeah,
And then Venom Cecil, I was in tears because I was laughing so hard. And I don't remember, or I didn't see the Bancroft stream or the EVS toast. But yeah, congratulations, Shane again.
Amanda, what do you got? What say you, Amanda?
well, first off, I want to highlight Saint Ravage. If the stream was privated, it shouldn't be allowed. All of these.
Thank you, Snuggie.
I can see your point, but all of these were actually voted on last week by the chat, and there was a number of people that wanted Venom Cecil, so it made the cut. But anyways, my vote, I actually voted for the Bancroft ARO, and I am a parent, so sorry, baby Terry. But congrats. But I've used that to actually share with people as to what CG can be, you know, as a community, and I think it's a really good representation for that.
Yeah, these are all good moments. George, what do you got to say?
I nominated the pterodactyl moment last week, and I was excited to do so, and I voted for it right away. To me, that's the moment of the year. It was just so great. Everyone was so excited. We were having all those streams anticipating it. If you remember, it's what I'm going to remember the most.
Vanessa, what say you?
So everybody should know that I voted for hashtag Sumo Shane as a patron and supporter of that moment. But yeah, the only one that I didn't see live or at all is Venom Cecil. I mean, all of them were great. That doggone pterodactyl moment, though, was like a part-time job for me for like 3 days. Because we were in pterodactyl watch for a hot minute. So,
Yeah.
But yeah. And again, congratulations to the Davis family.
Yeah. I voted for Sumo Shane, as you guys can see. It's been a long time since I laughed that hard. Like, goodness, my gut
People
was
thought
sore.
you were going to die.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my gut was sore. I can't believe he even did it. Like, I could not
I'm
believe
glad
he
he
even
did.
did it. So there you go.
I give him major props for doing it, because that took some Salt.
All right. We're moving on. Best character. You want to talk about this, George? Talk about
Best-
the category itself.
The best character was another one once again that was brought up by the chat. Actually, I thought this was a great one.
Phil Diaz. Phil
Yep,
Diaz.
I can't believe we didn't think of this before. And tons of great characters that were shouted out, but this will be the first year we're actually having this category.
Yeah. I got not much to say about it other than best character can mean a lot of things, George. So we'll talk about how we all look at the category afterwards, of course. Let's. Are you ready for your thing, Amanda?
Sure.
All right, let's do it.
Nominees for Best Character: Johnny Phantasm from Johnny Phantasm, Becca Chow from Starlight Cats, Dr. Black from Monster MD, Salamandroid from Cyberfrog, Cecil from Cash Grab, and Rage Tality from 94.
So there we go. Real quick, I want to thank everybody in the chat out here voting. Like, this is great. So I really appreciate everybody being here, and I really appreciate everybody voting. That being said, the link to best character is in the chat. As always, I will hold off on voting for a while to let people get their votes in before I put mine in right away. So there we go. Oh, getting close. Another tough one, says Adam Miller. Hell, you all fine people. Absolutely. We got Von Klaus in the house. What's up, Von Klaus? Leandro, just saying hello.
Just in time for one of his nominations.
Eric the Guapo says Sal Baby. Phil was saying he can take credit for this. Absolutely. This was
We
Phil's
gave you
idea.
credit, Phil.
Yeah. 7 of 9 says this one's easy for him.
Ooh.
Well, yes. Yeah, it would be easy for 7 of 9. Absolutely. Holy crap. I might not be able to vote for a while, George, because this is close.
It is very close.
Very close indeed.
Just know that we have 88 in the chat.
91 votes, right. I will vote here pretty soon. Vote now. Hey, Mandy. Yeah, Von Klaus. Oh, snap. Oh, snap, says what about? Stephen Rockwood. What can I do? You can't, no write-ins. There's no write-ins. And Shane Davis isn't a character. He's a real boy.
He is a real boy. With feelings. Don't forget, with feelings.
87. One of them is my TV. Oh, Adams is voting. Don't vote twice, guys. Come on.
Jim Cox says PTP, his wife, and all of his cats have voted.
Special shout out to Whitney Parnell, aka the Better Parnell. Thank you.
This is a tough one, guys.
I'm gonna vote in 1 minute and 6:30. I'm gonna throw my vote in. So,
There's 100 votes already.
yeah, I'm gonna vote. I'm gonna throw my vote in 1 minute, and then, dude, this is really close, George. Really close. I tried to vote twice. No, guys. LOL.
Snarktaton DM says, how was Barnaby not nominated? Well, Snarktaton, if you were here last week, you would have witnessed that whole argument.
Yeah. All right, I want to vote 6:30. I'm gonna vote. I vote for Johnny Phantasm. Yeah. But I mean, we got to close it down eventually, George.
Yep.
And
Yeah, we got to get, like, what do you want to say, in a minute?
1 more minute. Yeah,
Yep.
1 more minute. So we'll give 1 more minute, and then we're gonna call it. Really close, though. Really close. We talking about the same Shane? I don't know. Are we? Who did Ethan vote for? I don't know who Ethan voted for. I don't think Ethan probably doesn't want to share that. It's private. 1 minute countdown.
Mhm.
There you go. And we're gonna call it, George.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yep.
Yeah. So it's Salamandroid at 32 votes. Salamandroid wins best CG character. I'm impressed that Johnny made it this high, though. To be honest with you. So there you go. What are your thoughts, Super Jerry?
I agree. Like this was a toughie. I actually voted for Ragetality because, as we were talking about earlier, I don't think there's enough humor in the world, and I don't know, that book had me cracking up. But Salamandroid's a great character. Johnny Phantasm's a great character. We're never going to see the Cecil character, but him on streams, that's his character. And I don't know, I don't really relate to a 10-year-old girl as Rebecca. So yeah.
It sounds like Super Jerry doesn't like children. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, he keeps saying that. He's like that. Have you ever seen that movie Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, where that dude walks around putting children in cages?
I do not put children in cages.
Oh, okay.
Disavow.
Amanda, what do you got to say? Amanda, are you there? Okay, George.
I was voted. Sorry, I'm muted. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
I was reading what Joe Sontag said. So congratulations to EVS and his Salamandroid character. I voted, I want to say unfortunately, but not really unfortunately, for Rebecca, which came in last place. But congratulations to all the people who created these characters that we all love and are getting to know.
Lord Ravener says Super Jerry is getting downgraded. Just okay, Jerry. Vanessa, what do you got to say?
Well, I mean, I like this. First, I like this category because then you could learn what characters that people have related to or enjoyed within CG. Because unfortunately, on streams, our creators like to talk about mainstream characters or like to draw mainstream characters. So it's nice to have a character or have a category just for our characters. So I appreciate that a lot. And I voted for my boy Sal, but except for Cecil, any of these characters you can make an argument for. So I enjoyed this one very much.
All right.
And I'm glad that we added this one.
Yeah, I think it's a good addition. I voted for Johnny Phantasm, and I think it's because the amount of books, the character's more developed than a lot of the other characters at this point, George. That's what I would say.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ethan says, I voted for Sal, but it's the only time I'm voting. I'm enjoying the show. Hail Shane. So there you go. Thank you, EBS.
You should definitely vote more, though. Your voice matters.
You're telling EBS's voice matters?
It does.
Yes, comic artist, Pro Secrets, your voice is very important. You're special. No.
Sorry, Jeremy. I don't know how long you've been back there. I just noticed. Sorry, man.
Oh no, just now. It's cool.
Oh, okay. Next one,
Sorry,
George. Community Ambassador Award. Now, I really don't like to, but I do want to point out this is the best ambassador within the CG community. So this doesn't really include going to like outside. It's more of like a morale kind of ambassador. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Everybody.
The addition of the word community is a big help. I'm glad you clarified.
So it's within the CG community. So, are you ready, Amanda?
I am.
All right. Let me see. I forget. I think he named this one a little bit different, so I gotta find it.
Welcome, Jeremy.
All right, there you go, Amanda.
Oh, there it is. Thank you, George. It's good to be here.
Nominees for Ambassador Award. Community. John Malin. Michael Bancroft. Phil Diaz.
Oh my goodness!
Good Diaz brothers.
Ethan Van Sciver. And Mandy Summers.
All right.
Nice to see some female representation in that category. I'm feeling it.
All right. Poll is in the chat. Everybody go vote. I will withhold for a while. Let everybody get their votes in before I go vote.
Henry Beeman says this is a tough one too. They all do great work.
Yeah,
I would agree with that.
Yeah,
very tough. I have it down to 2. That's tough.
It's close already. The link is in the chat. Everyone go vote.
Close.
Let's see what the chat's up to. I love Mandy's outfit. Okay. I voted for cans. There you go. The Bancroft bump says, what about? Lock It Up says Mandy versus Bancroft. If it's not Ethan, it's rigged. Okay. That's what you say about everything, Leandro, that doesn't go your way. I don't this is unfortunate. Bancroft is not supposed to win. Phil's the cutest, but wasn't in the. Oh, you looking at this, Vanessa? 7 of 9 is trying to steal your man.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Phil is the
I'm
member.
gonna leave that one
He
alone.
makes his rounds.
Shit. Yeah, this one's tough, man. You know, Bancroft and EVS both do a lot. So does Coach. I mean, this is tough.
I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and make my vote, and I'll talk about it after. But I get a vote, right? Yeah. So I'm voting for Malin. Yeah.
Nice.
Back the poll.
I think we should probably be calling this pretty soon.
Yeah. Well, one more minute, and we'll call it. Russians fix the vote. Yeah.
Russian bots.
Mazel tov. That's not Russian. I have nothing.
I see Phil in every stream from 10 people to 1,000 people. Absolutely. I think everybody on here is deserving. It's not a question if you're not deserving. So
yeah,
we're
any one of these
it,
names could win, and it wouldn't be a surprise to me. Yeah.
We're gonna call it. We're gonna call it for Michael Bancroft. Is this he's won this award 2 times thing, Amanda?
Yeah.
Oh,
no, I'll do it.
Year?
Let me do it.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Michael Bancroft has won the Ambassador Award 2 years in a row. Congratulations, Mr. Bancroft.
There you go. Jerry, what do you think?
This was a tough one for me, but I agree with you, and I voted for John Malin because of his stance against Kickstarter and what they did. That's why I did that. Just stuck with me. But I mean, Michael's
nice.
on. What's that? I'm sorry.
No, that's nice. That's interesting. Nice. Sorry.
But I love watching Michael's streams. EVS's streams are great. Mandy and Phil are also great, but I don't know. And then also the first time I met John, I didn't meet him, but on a stream, the first time I saw him, he's sitting there cleaning his gun, and I'm like, all right, this is a guy for me, right here. What book do I need to back for this guy? He doesn't have one yet. Well, let me know.
Amanda, what do you got to say?
It was a tough decision. It took me a while to figure out exactly who I wanted to go with, and I actually went with Malin as well. He does a good time doing the whole CG nights where he has the new creators coming on. You know, he hires different artists for his Visions book and all that. I definitely think he's definitely a helper within the community.
George.
I voted for Phil Diaz. And I voted for Phil because he's always everywhere talking to everyone, whether he's on a panel or in the chat. He's willing to help folks out. He's very friendly and personable to everyone. I something about him this year. Even when he was nominated last week, I was like, that's a really good choice. So I went with Phil.
Nice. Vanessa?
First, I like to say, because I wasn't at the stream where you guys talked about just the categories, I'm glad that we got that clarification out of the way that this is within CG. But even with that clarification, each and every person that's listed here, you know, is well known in the community. They help other people. A lot of times they all go outreach a little bit outside of CG. I voted John Malin just because of his clarifying stance of what CG means to him. Granted, each of us are going to have to define what CG is for us at our pocketbook. But I always appreciate when somebody can communicate their stance and stand behind it.
Yep.
So
I voted as Malin as well. I've said it multiple times. If EVS brought me to Comicsgate, John Malin kept my ass here. I think the most compelling argument to Malin being an ambassador is when John Malin was in the hospital sick with COVID and he wasn't around, it was palpable and you felt it, so John goes to all these different streams. He hires a bunch of different people. He puts them all to work. I think for me, it's John Malin. So matter of fact, to me, it should be called the John Malin Award, in my estimation. So there you go. Eric's been yelling at me, George, that we're skipping the second, but I haven't. I've been building it up because this is one of George's favorites, and we're going to go to it now.
Okay.
There you go, George. Talk about it.
What are we doing?
Best value, my man.
Well, how do I know? The numbers are all out of sorts now.
Oh.
So best value. This is one that came up last year. We're looking at the most bang for your buck, like what you're getting with the book that you backed. And one of the reasons why I like this category so much is it means typically that you got the book.
Mm-hmm.
So I appreciate that. So good nominees this year, and I know folks are excited about this category.
Are you ready, Amanda?
Not as much as you there, George. Excited.
Are you ready?
Yes,
you
yes,
ready?
I am.
All
Yep.
right.
Nominees for Best Value. Cyberfrog, warts and all. Sovereign Wolf, Clandestiny. Johnny Phantasm, 1985. 94, Volume 1. And Graveyard Shift, Volume 3.
Another great category.
All right. The link is in the chat.
I actually think this one's a slam dunk. I know we're not supposed to say anything, and I'm not going to.
I'm not going to either, but it's going to be.
I'm with you, George. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll let the votes roll in. Let's see what the chat's up to. I'm sorry, guys. I know I get to you more often than I am tonight, but I'm kind of trying to balance here. Eric Weathers says, I feel my voice has been heard. I was kind of holding off because George looks forward to this category, so I didn't want to do it right away. I felt bad. So,
Oof,
Leroy,
look at that early lead. Wow.
Yeah.
And I think Antoine was saying that in reference to after your reasons why you voted for Malin.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I actually voted. My vote would be Magic Cop 2. I don't. Oh, Snarticon, you need to change your thumbnail back, man. No.
What in the world? That's diabetes mellitus right there.
Oh, we're not talking about that. Things happened. It happened on a live stream, just like, that pie is on the way to a Pac-Man.
Way I know we're not supposed to talk about it, but the way the votes are going is how I anticipated it.
Yeah, me too. I mean, they're all very much great values, like every name on this list. But yeah, I mean, just kind of even above and beyond even the rest of them. What first place is just insane.
Yeah, we're gonna call this, and I'm not even gonna vote, but there would have been my vote. Warts and all is an absolute.
Yeah.
If you backed the campaign, George, it was an absolute steal.
Even if there was no stretch goals, forget about the binder and the trading cards. If you just got the book, the base hardcover for $30, that's an incredible value. Let alone the trading card binder, all the trading cards, all the other stuff. It was incredible.
Yeah, insane. Like, yeah, all great values, but yeah, that one was just above and beyond.
Every time we
Stuff
vote,
that box.
Every time we vote,
Leandro.
Rick Saylor brings up Shelby every time.
I thought you were gonna say Leandro because it looks like this one is not rigged. He's been saying rigged every time.
Congratulations to Ethan Van Sciver.
Yeah. This is.
Yeah, hail EVS.
I forgot who won last year. Who won this last year?
Last year it was Jason Bascom from Absolute.
That's not what I have.
Really?
I have Replicator.
That's
Jason
right.
Bascom.
Yeah.
No, it was Replicator, wasn't it?
It was Replicator.
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Again, I'm glad we made the change that this book actually had to be delivered. Sorry, Rob.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Until it gets delivered, you don't really know what you're getting. So yeah.
Because it's a reprint, like I don't include. I think that's why we didn't include Warts and All as book of the year. But it is one of my favorite books, if not of the year that I've ever got from crowdfunding. It's just a complete collection. I love it. I'm glad that Ethan put it out at such a reasonable price.
Yes.
And then when I got it in my hand, I was like, "Holy crap!" I still flip through it too to go back and look through Ethan's old stuff. It's great. So
it really is. It's awesome to see all of his stuff from the '90s, and you see like how much he's progressed and stuff. It really is just. It was an incredible deal and an incredible campaign. That's one I go back to often.
All right, George. Best writer next.
All right.
You ready, Amanda? Let me find it.
I am.
Here we go.
Nominees for Best Writer: Mark Polton, Vaughn Klaus, Shane Davis, and Yanzi Lin.
There you go.
Michael Bancroft and Clint Stoker.
There we go.
And Phil Diaz.
Oh my goodness, Phil!
Fucking Diaz brothers.
Links in the chat. I'll go through here and we'll turn on auto results on. The link is in the chat. We got people voting. There we go.
Nice. Yeah, this one's really tough for me too because it comes down to two. Two of my favorite books of the year, you know. Which one do you
Really?
pick?
Another tough one, but they say not really. Vaughn is in the house. Awesome writers. He's one of the guys on the list, so there you go.
And Monster MD was just phenomenal, by the way. It seemed to be universally loved by everyone who got it. So congrats, Vaughn, on a great book.
Yeah. We're talking about who we're voting for.
Very
There we
close.
go. Yeah,
Very
they're
close.
Yep.
3 votes in between. 4 votes.
Another great
Oh,
list
wow.
of nominees says K Manifesto. There we go. It's always awkward, George, because we don't want to say anything right now. You know what I mean? We're not trying to sway anybody's votes. We want people to vote how they want to vote. You know, Rick Saylor, he's probably going to boycott because Shelby's not listed on here.
He's going to vote 94 anyway.
He says the only book that could beat Shelby, damn you EVS for making something that awesome. I love Rick.
Rick's great.
Well, I mean, this is an example of so far we've noticed that these categories are getting harder and harder to close up who the nominees are. So, I mean, that's a positive thing for Comicsgate, that everybody's skill is going up.
Yeah, quality's rising. Yeah, because it seems like it's a lot harder to pick this year than it was last year. It seems. Yeah.
And it's a lot of close calls. And right now, this is unbelievably close.
Is that like 1 vote between first and second? Am I reading that right?
Yep.
28-29. Wow.
We
I'm on the
have
edge of my seat.
101 votes. I'm going to cast my vote. This is awful tough to me. I think both the books are great. I'm not going to cast a vote. Maybe I won't cast a vote at all.
You got to vote.
We'll give it.
Actually, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't, but he should.
Yes, he does.
Come on, what are we here for?
All right. Well,
I'm
now
just thinking about the butt hurt.
Yeah.
Oh well, you know.
Snarktacom says, "When can I vote for Irene?"
She is nominated.
Vote is
She's
coming.
Good old
That vote is
Snarktacom.
on the way.
There
Yep.
you go.
Yep.
All right.
You'll have a chance to vote for Irene at some point.
Are we going to call it, George? When do we want to call it?
Oh, after you vote.
I don't want to vote.
Oh, yeah.
You don't have
One
to,
behind.
but you can.
You don't have to, no, but you should.
The Sultan of Zanzibar says you have to split the votes between Shane and Yanzi, though. Von Klaus wins. I don't think that's how that works.
Oh, wow,
you
it
go.
keeps going back and forth.
Yeah, it keeps going. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but we're so many votes more than in the chat right now. Like, we need to cut it off, I think. So, but it's very close, very very close.
Yeah.
Give
maybe
until
it
one more
another
minute
few-
or the
Give
minute
it one more
turns.
minute.
One
Yeah.
more minute. All right. They removed Irene from the nominations. No, she's on. She's
No,
on
that's
for
not
best,
true.
best artist, Eric.
And
Eric,
yeah.
Eric is trying to start a chat riot. I
I voted.
appreciate that.
I voted. I voted. I voted. All right, we're calling it. It's been a minute. All right, there you go.
Wow, that was close.
Congratulations, Shane Davis and Yanzi Lin for Starlight Cats.
There you go. What do you got to say, Jerry? What say you?
No, I agree. That's who I voted for. Because the book had a beginning, a middle, and an end. And I honestly, when I backed it, I didn't think I was going to like it because I'm allergic to cats, and I guess the stigma.
He doesn't like cats or kids.
The stigma
allergic to
is I
cats,
don't like
too.
children, so I wouldn't like the story. But I thoroughly enjoyed the story and everything. Like, it's just a great book.
Michael T. reminded me to turn on auto refresh. Thank you, Michael T. Amanda, what say you?
The top two were definitely a difficult vote to choose for. Actually, all of them. But I actually ended up voting for Von Klaus just because I love the humor that he intertwined in
Absolutely.
the book. But yeah, it was close. It was very close.
George.
I voted for Shane and Yanzi. I thought that was the best book.
Vanessa.
I mean, all of these writers are well thought of, able to turn around and deliver their books. Highly supported through the community. I think it's a win that we had these 6, that are rising quality. Of course, I voted for Shane and Yanzi. I mostly voted for Yanzi, but it is what it is. But no, like Starlight Cats was a very freaking fine book. I've heard a lot of good things about Von Klaus. We all love the moral compass here. Bancroft, no one knows what the Lucent is, to include Bancroft. Phil Diaz has a special place in my heart, and Clint Stoker, I'm glad you're here. I've started on Downcast.
There you go.
So
nice.
Yeah, I'm glad we have all of those people in CG.
Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly.
Jeremy.
Yeah, I went with Von Klaus too. I just went. It was tough for me. It came down to Vaughn and Bancroft actually, because those are the 2 books that I enjoyed the most on the list. But yeah, I tried to look at Vaughn. Really gave us a complete story, beginning, middle, end. That was really satisfying. A lot of fun. So yeah, I went with him.
Yeah, for me, it was down between Vaughn and Shane. I enjoyed both their books. I thought there's a few things that Shane does, and it's very subtle. I don't think things have picked up on in the book that you have to really pay attention, and I appreciated that.
Okay. Yeah.
I really look forward to anything. I mean, look, I was thinking the other day, I might back anything Vaughn does. I'm giving it some thought, but he's really came out with Monster and D and showed his stuff, so I appreciate it. It was very close. I kept flipping between the 2, so.
Can I read the comment from Comic Artist Pro Secrets?
Yes, you can.
All these guys are great, but Shane Davis and Yanzi were underdogs with their cat story. They got tons of grief and still produced an amazing book.
There you go.
Absolutely.
He's right.
I mean, everyone was saying it's just a cat book. It's just a cat book, and then when everyone got it, it just blew everybody away. Not just with the art, but the actual story too. So yeah, hats off to Shane and Yanzi. They had a crazy year.
Kick EVS. All right.
I do have a question before we move on.
Mm-hmm.
How many truck nuts can one truck hold?
Oof. Depends the size of the truck.
Okay.
Talking semi, we talking pickup.
Wouldn't it just be 2 in the front, 2 in the back?
I'm from West Virginia. You'd be surprised how many truck nuts we could string along the back of our truck.
Listen,
George
don't
doesn't
forget
like
that
the
Shane
conversation.
Shane is a hillbilly. He'll figure it out.
That's right.
Can you hook them like the just married cans? Have them dragging down the road.
Drag
But
them
do
nuts
truck
down the
nuts
road.
go on
Why
his little
not?
cube?
All right, we are moving on, George, to best colorist.
Category.
I feel like this one's going to be tougher this year than it was last year.
Category number 7 of 14, correct? So we're halfway through now.
I don't even know, dude.
1,
Good
2,
point.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, we're on number 8.
There you go. Are you ready, Amanda?
I am.
All right.
Nominees for Best Colorist: Kyle Ritter, Michael Bancroft, Ink Spots, Giuliano Petrelli, Oliver Leaker.
All right, the poll.
Sorry for the butchering.
Polls in the chat. Everybody go vote. I'm going to turn on the results here.
You're doing better than what I would do at this moment.
Why
Good
would that
job,
be,
Leroy.
Vanessa?
What did I get a good job for?
Oh, she's referring to Vanessa. My fault.
Oh, yeah.
Both of you, good job.
I know. I already know George is gonna put like Vanessa. There's be no alcohol consumption next year. But like, speak for yourself, sir.
Disavow.
Speak for yourself.
What's up, Chris Stanley? We're voting. The
Hail,
list in
Chris
the chat.
Stanley.
All as good as all these colors are, I'm afraid it's going to be a landslide.
Oh wow, it sort of is. I didn't expect that.
I thought this would be the one that was going to be a surprise.
Yeah, me too.
I thought it was going to be a surprise. I think next year we're going to see Giuliano Paratelli get even more votes because we're going to see more work from
Once
him.
he gets known, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, if you guys haven't checked out Sovereign Wolf, it's absolutely fantastic. Although I did think it was going to be a horse race between Bancroft and Ritter here. Ritter's clearly flying away. I'm going to call it, George.
Yeah, so give everyone just a minute. I mean, we're going kind of fast. Give everyone a minute, but I am kind of surprised how fast this is going.
Yeah.
I mean, wow.
Yeah.
Me too.
I would say
it's surprising and not surprising, though. You know.
Adrian Stone says, "Hold on, let me see." He says, Jason Wright. Unfortunately, Jason Wright didn't color all of Starlight Cats. I was done between 3 people. Shane put some colors on it. Jason Wright put some colors on it, and Candace Hahn put some colors on it. So we really didn't include.
It was mentioned during the nominations, though.
Yeah, it was. Bancroft says Kenneth will be on here next year too. Good lord.
Oh yeah.
Kenneth's going to be the load, dude.
Kenneth is he's on enough categories.
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll be on plenty next year too. The dude's just next level.
I'm calling it. Kyle Ritter's going to win.
Wow.
Yeah.
Can I do
walking
the
away?
Little...
Yeah, you can.
This is Kyle Ritter's second award for Colorist of the Year. He won last year. Thank you.
Congrats, Kyle Ritter.
Congrats, Kyle.
Super Jerry, what say you?
Yeah, I agree. But when we were talking earlier, I was flipping through and rereading the Lucent, and that's probably I voted for Bancroft for that. And I'm like, I don't know. I like how he did it, but I mean, Kyle Ritter's got the resume, Starblade, Cyberfrog, and more to come. So it's just like it was a toughie, but I went for the Man Down Under, but Kyle Ritter totally deserves it too.
Amanda B, what say you?
Yeah, I'm not surprised that Kyle actually ran away with it, considering the number of books and resume that he has. Although on this list, I've only actually received a book from Bancroft, so you got my vote.
There you go, George.
I voted for Michael Bancroft.
There you go.
I actually thought it was gonna be really close. I really did. But I also thought Giuliano Petrelli did a great job as well.
Yeah.
But I mean, everyone loves Kyle.
Vanessa.
So I voted for Bancroft just because we've seen the growth that he's had as a colorist this year. He's going to have some more work out as just hashtag just a colorist, and also the next Lucent book. But I mean every one of these things, all over the 656 stuff, Ink Spots is on multiple projects. Giuliano, we just need to see more work from him. The chat is yelling about Gabe. We will see, chat.
Yeah, he hasn't done anything in CG yet. You got to build up your resume in CG first.
What I would say is both Starblades and the Lucent were colored fantastic. It was a fantastic job, both of those guys. I didn't vote, obviously, and I'm glad I didn't have to vote because I still haven't made up my mind between Bancroft and Ritter. Yeah.
Wow.
But I think, dude, Kyle brings so much to Cyberfrog. We've heard Ethan talk about it on the streams.
How invaluable he is. Yeah.
Yeah. How it's how much he brings into those books. So, I mean, I like Kyle Ritter, and I like
Yeah.
Michael Bancroft because I thought the way he used tones in the Lucent was fantastic.
He's
It's a tough
told a
vote.
story with his colors alone. Yeah, he really,
Mhm.
he did.
And like I said, I think Giuliano is going to get more credit next year when we start seeing more stuff. I know he's on multiple projects, so we're going to see more from him next year. So there we
Well,
go.
you remember last year how we were talking about that CG needs more of these support artists like colorists,
Mhm.
and it's good that we have an increase, and we actually had to take it. I mean, we didn't have much more than this, but we named more than 5 people.
Mhm.
So it's good that more people. I mean, Billy Basco is another colorist that's not on this list. I mean, there is talent coming into CG, and it's good to see.
Absolutely.
Are you talking
I
about
agree.
$4.99 Flux Core?
Yeah, he's trying to stir us up. So we're moving on. Let's move on. Entertainer of the Year.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Are you ready, Amanda?
I am.
All right, let me find it. All right, here we go.
Nominees for Entertainer of the Year: Ethan Van Sciver, Shane Davis, Michael Bancroft. This should be John Malin,
John Malin, not Frega.
Cecil, and Mandy Summers.
Manday.
Now, keep in mind the vote was wrong. It was listed as Fraga, but Fraga was not nominated last week. It was John Malin. So John Malin is on this vote.
Good catch.
Well, I mean, I still want to shout out. What is it? Get Over It, who volunteered his time to make these things.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome of him to do. Yeah, that was really cool.
So if he wants to slide in a nominee on the slide, I can't be mad at him about it.
That's his vote.
Just because I know who frequents our chat, I always thought this one was going to be close. And
yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know.
But we got a lot more people in the chat, and thank you guys for joining than normal. So,
Hail the chat.
Yeah, a lot of people voting, which is awesome. I'm going to abstain from this. I'm going to abstain from this vote, George.
For political reasons?
No, because I'm on Shane's channel quite a bit, so I'm just abstaining.
Right?
Yeah. So there you go.
It seems like it's settled.
Yeah, it looks like it. We'll give it one more minute and we'll call it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, it's not really surprising. I mean, there's great entertainers on this list. They're all incredibly fun to watch. I mean, I'm a fan of everybody, but yeah, I mean, EBS is he's
They're
tough
still
to beat.
voting. Okay,
that's why they got nominated.
So Saint Ravage says Mandy's streams are awesome. 7 of 9 says Shane made me laugh more than this year than anyone else. Rick Saylor says this one's hardest for me. Without EBS, I wouldn't be CG. Too many badasses to choose from.
Right.
Trying to see hashtag justice for Shane. Has to be Shane. Leroy has a stain on his abs.
Huh?
Abstain.
Oh, there you
Oh,
go.
very well. Thank you.
Thanks for deciphering the dad joke.
Brian Suddenly Old says, as much as I love Shane, EBS has been a lot of fun to watch. So there you go. EBS does the most weekly shows. He only has one weekly show, but he does a lot of streaming for sure. So it's easier to, I mean, when Ethan provides a lot of entertainment for sure. I would agree.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. He's got seems to be the most popular show in CG right now with Comicscape Kings. It certainly seems to be bringing in the most numbers. There's a lot of good personalities, and he does, his solo streams always kill it too. I tend to like his solo streams even better when it's just him. I mean, those are really good. But yeah, there's a lot of this one was tough for me personally, but Can't argue with EBS.
Yeah. Henry Bemis says I had to vote for EBS for general entertainment value. So there you go. We're gonna call it, George. Let's call it. So EBS wins Entertainer of the Year. There you go.
Did he win last year, or who won last year?
I think he won last year. I think so.
So for
George
the
will
second-
George will let us
second year
know.
in a row?
EVS won last year.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Vanessa.
This is Ethan Van Siver's second award in this category.
Congratulations, Ethan.
I love it. I love it. All right. So I would say, what do you say, Jerry?
I
What do you say
agree.
about this?
EBS is the one that brought me here because I found him on the internet, and I kind of agree with Helmet. He said that EBS is the Frank Sinatra of CG, and that's kind of like, yeah. And then if so, Shane Davis would be his Dean Martin, and Cecil would probably be his Sammy Davis Jr. Because he brought them all together, and we got a little Rat Pack going on.
It's a good analogy. Yeah.
And then Michael Bancroft could be Peter Lawford because I think he was English. So
Shit.
Amanda, what say you?
Krista Prod says, I demand a recount. That's not how this works, sir.
No.
Mm.
Amanda, what do you got to say?
I voted for Ethan Van Sciver. I believe I love his solo streams. I actually think some of his favorite streams was like when he was setting up the warehouse and it was just him showing us around the warehouse.
Absolutely.
He is great by himself. I think the others, they do well playing off other people. Like Shane's like response and the one-liners after somebody said something, perfect timing. But Ethan's, he's great on his own.
Mm.
George.
I voted for Shane, but mostly because I like the pre-recorded videos that he puts out.
Mm-hmm.
He'll have a unique take on a topic. A lot of times I don't agree with it, but occasionally I'll be going in there thinking this is ridiculous, and by the end of it, I'll listen to what he says like, oh no, I see his point, and that's kind of hard for me to admit. Like when someone sways my opinion, but he does that with those videos, and I really appreciate them.
Vanessa, what say you?
EVS, I'm gonna let you enjoy your award in 1 minute because Shane Davis was robbed. He gave me Sumo Shane. He didn't have to put on a damn Mawashi. I don't live in North Carolina. There's no way to enforce that shit. But he did it anyway with E Honda makeup. How many memes came out of that thing? Come on now.
Oh, Vanessa's pissed. Jeremy,
That's
what are you gonna?
Yeah, for me, this was tough. Shit. This was tough for me between EBS, Shane, and Bancroft. I get so much. I watch probably all of their channels equally, get a good amount of enjoyment out of all three of them. But at the end of the day, I voted for Shane just because I'm looking at everything he did this year and entertainment-wise, and he just had so many MVP gold moments this year. So I had to give it to Shane.
Vanessa Ye West says Antoine Dennis. I would have voted for Ethan. However, I'm very proud of what Shane has done with his channel. It's easy to forget when he came to CG, he had 100 and something subs. That's it. 130 plus subs. That's all he had. He got so rattled by the chat on his first stream that he shut it down. He didn't know what he was doing. So I'm proud of Shane and the way he's grown his channel and the ways he's incorporated himself into the community. But yeah, it's Ethan for me. It's Ethan for me.
Yeah, you can't argue with that. I get, yeah, absolutely.
Let's move on. This was going to be fun, George. Are you ready?
It's best new creator.
Yes.
Here we go.
George is excited now. Hold on. Let me get to it, Amanda, real quick.
Ready when you are.
Yeah. Here we go.
Nominees for Best New Creator: Kenneth Rocafort with Groken, Jose Garcia with Luminovox, Miriam Noah with Bonds The Drive, Dan Plagle with The Goblin Girl, Eddie Winkler with Sovereign Wolf Clandestiny.
What about said in the chat? Let the Simps and the fanboys fight.
There we go.
That's what the vote is for.
The poll is in the chat. Everybody go vote. I'm going to turn on the results. I don't think it's going to be a surprise to anybody where I'm going to vote here, but I won't vote for a little bit.
I like the photos that were selected. It looks like Eddie Winkler's doing like a superhero pose or something in that picture.
I don't know what Eddie's doing. Like, yeah.
Was that from one of the pictures where he met like the Diaz brothers or something? Maybe.
I thought he was doing a superhero pose.
No, I think that is the picture when he met Phil and Brandon. Yeah. We got some more people showing up in the chat. We got Jasper joined us. Sumo Thori joined us.
Jaro.
Jaro's in the house. What's up, guys? Glad you're here. We are voting for best new creator. So I'm just gonna go vote because it can't be a surprise to anybody, George.
No, it can't.
Be. Yeah.
You mean as the official home of the Roca Force? people gonna be surprised?
They can't be. Lord Ravener says Eddie delivers. Look, I'm a huge Eddie. I'm for Eddie. I'm for Eddie too, guys. But there we go.
Leandro says if Roca Force doesn't win, rigged, and I will pillage and riot. Where are we pillaging and rioting? Leandro, I want to know. His house? Okay.
His house.
Hopefully Portland. They're used to it, you know.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
George.
So it looks like it's settled, but I just want to say Eddie Winkler, who is in second, should feel honored that he's second behind Kenneth.
Oh, look, Ethan.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Look what Ethan said. Yeah.
Yeah, but he says, I wish it was split between professionals and newcomers. We discussed this, Ethan, and the rule is you had to launch your first crowdfund within the year. We did debate this. This was a debate.
We voted on it.
Yeah, we voted on it. Yep. So there you go.
And actually, the voting was, I think it was like 14-13, if I remember correct. It was close.
It was close.
Eddie said he voted for Kenneth.
Hashtag Roca Force.
So it is true. We did vote on it, Ethan. I'm going to call this for Roca Fort.
Yep.
So there you go. So best new creator. Oh, who's going to do it? Is it going to be Amanda or Vanessa? Do your thing.
The best new creator is my Twitter dad, Kenneth Roquefort for Groken. Congratulations.
Absolutely. Eddie Winkler gets special mention. Yes. Look, there's been nobody that surprised me more this year than Eddie Winkler. Like,
very pleased. Yep.
Don't forget auto refresh there, Leroy.
Oh yeah. His book, Sovereign Wolf, is man. I know people talk about the box and the best value, but the book was fantastic for a first time creator, period. Like I can't speak highly enough of Eddie Winkler. So there you go. What say you, Jerry?
Yeah, I voted Roca Force. So I guess I'm a simp or a fanboy, but I love Kenneth's art. I get thrilled every time he puts something on Instagram. I saw that Groken 2 is coming next year, and I can't wait. I don't even have the first one in my hands yet, and I can't wait. I loved his art. I'm glad he's here so that I can give him the money and not some shill corporation.
And Kenneth is in the chat saying,
Amanda, what do you got to say? Yep, there you go.
I've only received something from Nerium, which actually was digital, so I didn't physically receive anything. But Kenneth Roquefort, quiet but well-loved dude. I didn't actually vote in this one because I was slacking, but Kenneth would have had my vote.
Oh, there you go. George.
No, I voted for Kenneth, but I just want to shout out Eddie once again. Like that, to finish second, I don't think is bad in this category. I did receive Sovereign Wolf, and I really enjoyed that book.
Yeah, I did too. Jeremy.
Yeah, this one was tough for me. It came down to Roquefort and Eddie, but I had to go with Roquefort too, just because the amount of stuff that I've gotten from him, all the covers that I've really been liking, and all the art that he's put out this year. He's really took CG by storm. But Eddie was a close second for me too, because Eddie just really killed it. But yeah, I had to go hashtag Roquefort.
So I have to mention real fast that Mr. Von Stugel's trying to start trouble, because he's the one that pointed out to us last week that Irene had a previous book and she shouldn't be included in this category.
Oh, was it Eric Von Stugel?
It was Mr. Von Stugel that brought it up. Yeah, so he's just trying to stir up trouble.
So Eric von Stuckel's gatekeeping Irene. There you go. Everybody
That's-
knows now. All right.
So I don't get to say anything about Kenneth.
Uh-oh.
Oh my goodness!
Oh,
you skipped over
Go ahead,
me.
Vanessa. Go ahead.
So yeah, I'm really looking forward to Grokin. But one of the things that I will mention about him personally is that he's really interacts with the fans. So I don't know if you guys remembered this thing that went on Twitter for about 3 days where it like gave you a Twitter family. Like it broke down based off your followers, like who's your mom, who's your dad, who's your husband, who are your kids, and all that shit.
Yeah.
So out of that program, it called, it said, "Hey, Kenneth Roquefort is your Twitter dad," and I was like, "Sweet."
Yeah, you got lucky.
So this joke has been going on for months now, and he's definitely playing into it, between me and him. So I just appreciate it in general that he's so fan oriented. But I mean, this entire list, it's quality.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I would say all these creators added something to CG this year. There's,
Mhm.
Yep.
Without a doubt. And I can't wait to see what they all do next year.
True that.
Next one, George, best cover.
I wonder how this is going to turn out based on the fact that 2 people are nominated twice.
Yeah, I think we're going to split some votes. Absolutely. I don't know how. I don't know. Let's do our thing, Amanda.
That's what was nominated last week, though.
Yep, that was it. Ready, Amanda?
Yep.
Pay attention to
Nominees
Chad.
for best cover:
The pictures of the cover are here.
Kenneth Roquefort's Visions for Graveyard Shift 3. Kenneth Roquefort's cover B for Grokin. Shane Davis's main cover for Inglorious Rex. Shane Davis's animatronic for Inglorious Rex. Dale Keown for Cyberfrog Blood Honey.
There you go.
You
Just
had to rush that one out.
There was a lot to say in those.
just for fun, you should have Vanessa read the next one.
All right, we'll do it.
No, she should do that one. Repeat that one. Have her do that.
Links in the chat. Let's go to results. Turn auto refresh on. Ooh, here we go. Put the link in the chat one more time.
Henry Bemis says this is nearly an impossible choice. This is a tough one.
It is tough.
Votes are coming in fast.
There were tons of covers that were nominated when we did this too, which, just if, creators that might be in the chat, if just because you don't see your name here doesn't mean that others aren't appreciative of the covers that you're putting out.
What I think is interesting here is like Kenneth and Shane both have done a lot of covers in their careers. So, I mean, those guys know how to make covers. So this is not, you're like, well, these guys are both on here twice. But, to be fair, these guys have been doing covers for a long time and they kind of know what they're doing.
So is Dale.
It says Cyberg. Oh, yeah. My bad, Ethan. Whoops.
Ethan Van Skyver, this is a free show.
Yeah, it's free. Yeah.
Good thing it's a well-known book. We know what it's supposed to say.
Cyberg Blood Honey.
And I was worried when I did this. It's like, oh, damn it. I went and pulled my Blood Honey because I forgot if Blood Honey was 1 word or 2 words. I had to go grab it. And I messed up Cyberfrog. So there you go. So there you go. I thought
Von's Haunted Castle said, meanwhile, in the town of Cyberg.
It's looks like there's a winner to me.
Yeah, we do have a winner. It's going to be Dale Keown. So,
Dale Keown.
Yeah,
congrats to Dale.
Now,
Dale.
Amanda, I know. What do you have to say about it?
I actually nominated this cover.
That's right.
Which is kind of surprising because, I'm not on the Cyberfrog train yet. Mm-hmm. But I saw that cover that Keown did, and that is a hell of a cover. I thought it was, the way he did Cyberfrog, the way he did Heather, the background, the placement of everything. It was great.
Yeah, Dale's a monster, like just complete monster. It was tough between that cover and Roquefort's B cover for Grokin for me. but I had to go with Dale too at the just because it's just I really 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 like Dale's style, and I cannot wait to see not only his Salamandroid, but I really really hope we get some Pit at some point down the road. So please, EVS, make that happen, brother.
There you go. George, what you got to say?
Kenneth was robbed. I blame Amanda. She will rue this day.
That's it. Okay, Vanessa, what do you got to say?
Short and sweet.
Well, I mean, this was a hard category for us to get nominations on. We, between yelling at the chat, yelling at each other, and coming down, to these 5. I mean, that I think part of the Dale Keown is that we have Dale Keown here. I think that's part of it, and the excitement of Dale being with us. But yeah, I mean, all the covers are freaking outstanding. Could put them against the mainstream, no problem.
Oh yeah, yeah. Roquefort says, "I will not put more emojis. They turn weird."
There was a comment, I forgot who said it, but talking about the chicks gatekeeping the ass books. I just want to point out that I bought those ass books, so
yeah, you got Visions.
I'm not gatekeeping the ass books.
I know, like I have Visions coming, I have the coin slot coming. I don't know what the hell you guys are talking about.
Yeah, I didn't vote, but I would have voted for Groken cover B. Yeah, I'm one of those guys that with Cyberfrog, I want the Jay Lee stuff. Like, it was cool, but I always like it when Ethan draws Cyberfrog for me.
I always like when the interior artist draws the cover as well.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
So like, I like Ethan drawing Cyberfrog. I know I'm weird like that. I get the Dale Keown love. I'm not hating, but I mean, for me, like, it's just I love Ethan on Cyberfrog. So there you go.
Yeah.
We didn't hear from Super Jerry yet, right?
Nope. Go ahead, Super Jerry.
Okay.
This was a hard one. I have all these books coming to me at some point, but I went with just Dale Keown. Just, I don't know, maybe I'm in 90s comic book mode right now, or because I've been flipping through his Pit and Hulk runs, but I'm just like, I can't wait to see this acetate cover book and get it in a showcase sealer on my wall somewhere. I cannot wait.
There you go. And Jerry's a hardcore comic book nerd.
Thank you.
It was a
Nice
Round
to have
that he
Jerry
is
on.
willing to wear.
It was a compliment. It absolutely was. All right, we're getting to the end, George. We're getting
Getting
to
to the
the
nitty-gritty.
What do we have left? Best artist
Best
and then book
artist.
of the year, right? Oh wait, no.
most anticipated
Yep.
and book of the year.
Ooh.
So
Three
best
Am I
artist.
doing this one?
Ooh.
Yeah, hold on. This was like this was very like there was a lot of contempt in this last year, George. Best artist. So this, I expect this one to be close. Go ahead, Vanessa. I'm going about to load.
Am
it
I?
up.
Yeah.
You're on deck.
Let me see.
Outstanding.
Where did it go? Oh, here.
Let me hold this microphone close to my face then.
We're going.
Nominees for Best Artist: Kenneth Roquefort, Shane Davis, Ethan Van Sciver, Shelby Robertson, Irene, fuck that shit. Look at that last name. Dale Keown.
That's why Amanda didn't want to do it.
No, I'm pretty sure it's Tarkovsky,
Right.
isn't it?
I'm not sure. But we do have an update on the Dale Keown covers from Ethan Van Sciver himself. They're on the truck and they will be delivered Monday. So
There you
yeah,
go.
those are coming in.
There you go.
Awesome.
The link is in the chat. There you go. We'll show the results.
Oh wow. This is contested.
Oh, it was always going to be.
It's always fun.
All those guys in the chat calling me a simp. This is comical.
Oh, dang.
Wow.
Let me see.
Damn. Back and forth, huh?
This is close.
Jeez.
I gotta tell you,
anybody's game.
even the third position isn't even that far behind.
Yeah, absolutely. Even the fourth, even, you know, if enough votes come in.
Goes to show
I
you
like
got
it
some
how
good
every
artists
time
around.
it refreshes, it's like a different name. Get all your alts, sign into all your alts chat and
No,
vote
we're not
again.
promoting that.
All right, boot up your iPad.
I know, right? Get your simp armies out. Jesus.
Hmm.
Oh, there's your tiebreaker.
We
I
got.
don't know. There's
124
124 votes already.
Yeah, we're gonna
You're gonna have
like
to give it a few minutes.
yeah. Well, no, we only have 109 in the chat, George.
How is there so many votes? I don't understand.
People are voting
I-
twice.
Well, I
I'm
want to
sure
vote twice.
somebody's.
Hmm.
Look at George.
Well, you
he's
know what
like, I'm
Malin
gonna create
says:
an
vote
alt right
twice, vote
now.
often.
No,
Yeah.
that's not what I say. I say people be honest. That's what I say. Like, come on, guys.
Significant others in the same room.
Hmm.
Get the cats
Yeah, but don't
to
most
vote,
of these
the dogs.
don't most of these straw polls prevent you from voting?
Yeah, I
on,
can only vote
under,
once.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm pretty
because
sure
you-
it prevents you.
Oh, I don't know how we're getting more votes than people in the chat then.
Yeah, maybe people coming in to
well,
vote
I
and
mean,
then leaving.
We
I
have
don't know.
watch parties. We've made it big time.
Mm.
Watch parties.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we're
Matt
being
Barr
stream sniped
says-
somewhere.
I
Who
don't
knows?
Yeah. We don't know
my
it, but
goodness.
Cecil's making fun of us somewhere.
Oh, well, that's a sure. Yeah.
I only voted once for Kenneth. Sorry, everyone. You're all amazing, but Kenneth is otherworldly.
Oof.
There you go.
Can't argue
Not
with
the
that.
first time he's been said that today.
All right, we got 130 vote. 5. I know it's close. What we're gonna call it. So, we're gonna call it for Roquefort. So there you go.
Oof. Hashtag Roca Force.
That was close.
That was
Yeah.
close.
It was actually close 1, 2, 3 for a little bit too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, wasn't like EVS in like the lead, like right off the bat, and then the next thing you know,
EVS,
he's like
yeah,
down.
EVS pulled out to an early lead, and then I think it was Dale, and then Irene, and then I think Kenneth took
That
it.
was crazy. That was
EVS was
crazy.
winning, and then the Simps armed themselves.
Vanessa, do your thing.
Oh. Okay, the winner for best artist is Kenneth Roquefort. Hashtag Roqueforce.
There you go.
Broken coming to you December 2021.
It was close last year. Best artist, George, if you remember.
It was. EVS won it
Yeah.
last year.
Yeah, he did.
Yep,
He did.
he did.
Super Jerry, what say you?
I voted for Keone, mostly in hopes that we get either a Pit reboot, a Pit omnibus, or something. And I
Yes.
just love his art too. So hopefully Ethan's listening.
Yeah.
Pit omnibus, Ethan.
Just give him a little nudge, Ethan. You know, let's get that pit moving.
Amanda, say B. What say you?
Well, hashtag Roqueforce. But I do want to say that, you know, I can understand not necessarily being a simp with Irene. I got her black and white fiendish
Mhm.
because the way that she renders her stuff. She is amazing. And then all the stuff that she did on
Yeah.
Fragtober, she can draw in different ways. She is, you know, she's
Yeah,
new,
she
but
ended up
she's
winning
talented.
Fragtober.
So,
She
yeah.
beat them all at the end. She beat Aaron, Fraga, all of them on that last panel. Irene's awesome, man. Like, yeah, she's gonna do a lot of good things in CG, I think. And like, yeah, like you, I really, really liked Fiendish 1. I grabbed the black and white version too, and she's awesome. So
George, what say you?
Well, I know this is going to be blasphemous, but I voted for Shane Davis.
There you go. Why?
Because
it's not too surprising.
Shane had, to me, the best illustrated book of the year. So when I think about the artist, I think about the book that they put out, and his book was by far my favorite of 2021. So I went with Shane. Shane and
There you
Yancey.
Nice.
Vanessa, I know, but I go ahead. Go ahead. What do you got to say?
Well, I mean, again, it's one of those things where, well, first, George yelled at me, chat, to say that this is a positive stream. Okay. Be mindful of that. But I mean, it's great that all these people are in CG, that the talent is rising. Like, you could honestly, this was probably one of the most exciting votes to watch so far on the show because the lead changed so many times. But I mean, an argument can be made for each and every one of the nominees. They are each of them are at least as good or better than what's in the mainstream, and that's what CG needs.
Hold on. Where's Snarticon? I gotta pull it up. Where'd it go?
Uh-oh.
What the?
You will rue this
You will
day.
rue
the
this day. You will rue this day.
7 of 9 says he loves judging people.
Of course he does, and he's great at it.
So there you go. Yeah, I voted for Groken. Although when thinking back on Irene, I think she had one of the better moments in CG that not a lot of people were there for. She was over on her own channel closing Fiendish out to like it's less than 20 people in her chat, and Shane pulled her in
Oh yeah.
and fired up a stream and closed her out, and that was great because she could not believe what was going on. Like backers were coming in, and she was kind of
Hysterical that night. Yeah, she
Yeah.
was. Yeah, that was awesome, and you could tell how genuinely happy she was to see all that support. That was one of the better streams of the year.
very genuine, that reaction from her. So like shout out to Irene. I think her talent is I think it's uncontestable actually.
Yeah, she's gonna have a good career here, I think.
Yeah.
In the Indies. Yeah.
All right, one of my favorite is most anticipated. So we are going to do that. Who wants
Nice.
which one of you ladies want to do this?
Vanessa can if she'd like.
Fine.
Fine, here we go, Vanessa.
Don't be
Only
too
if you want
excited,
to,
V.
Vanessa.
Jeez.
No, I'm good.
All
Okay.
right,
Like pulling teeth.
here we go.
Nominees for most anticipated book: Groken by Kenneth Rocafort, Inglorious Rex by Shane Davis and Yanzi Lin, Godlike by John Malin, Battle Brick Road by Eric Weathers,
And Zeb
The
Hatfield.
Cryptindles by 656 Comics.
There we go. Let me get over here to the chat. I'll put it in here. The poll's there. So there you go. Everybody go vote. I'm gonna go results. Turn it on.
Just stacked categories this year. I mean, just crazy stacked.
Yep.
Yeah, this is a
Now,
tough
George, we
Hmm.
did have rules here on this one. We kind of just changed the rule up a little bit. Right?
Yeah, it was rule, however you want to put it, but we don't want to choose the same book that we anticipated last year that maybe hasn't been released yet.
Yeah.
So originally it was pick a book that hasn't been released yet, but there were some that were nominated last year that still haven't been released. So we didn't want to choose those again.
Mm-hmm.
So
There we go. The vote's going on. All of these, I'm trying to get to all these books are great, but B. I don't know what B means. But B. So Glorious Rex, maybe? I don't know. This is a tough one. I'm looking forward to all these, says Antoine.
Yep.
I'm going Godlike, like Wreck Planet, George. Had to vote for Cryptindles. The inks of that book are awesome. Look awesome. Yeah.
Something to read with the lights on.
Coach blasting to the top. There we go.
this is not close.
No, it's not. It is not. We'll give it one more minute.
Mhm.
Oh, actually, I don't even think we need to do that.
Give it a minute. You said you'd give it a minute. Just
all right.
give it a minute.
All right.
We only got one more category.
Well,
Yep.
I mean, I'll go vote. How about that? While we wait.
There you go.
There we go.
Mr. Von Stugel, the two Erics have spoken. Cryptindles wins.
I'm glad to see John get in here, though. Actually,
It's nice seeing the Cryptindles love, though. I mean, that 656 is, fairly not new. I know they've been in CG for a little while now, but it's nice to see them getting some love up there with Godlike and Inglorious Rex and those other heavy hitters.
so there we go. We're gonna call it Malin wins with Godlike. What say you, Super Jerry?
That's who I voted for because I don't know. I'm really excited for this. I've been on a huge Jack Kirby kick the past year, mostly because of John. He had that big Fourth World omnibus, and then he keeps saying it's Jack Kirby meets John Carter from Mars, which is another, awesome creation. So I'm just like, yeah, this book's going to be right up my alley. That, and he likes to clean guns on stream. So
Okay.
That drew you in, right? Yeah.
Yep, that drew me in.
Love
Uh,
at first sight.
Amanda B, what say you?
I'm actually most looking for, and this might surprise some, Battlebrick Road. I like the fact that it's taking like a well-known, well-loved story from my youth and putting a, futuristic spin on it, and I think it'll be awesome.
Just looked at StarCon's con. George, what say you?
I voted for Groken. That's the one I'm the most anticipating. There was a few on here. Battlebrick Road was another good choice. Amanda, I actually think I'm hoping both of those will come out very soon. But both good choices. But congratulations to John too. I know people are psyched for that book.
I am excited that I actually backed all of these, so I am excited for all of them.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Vanessa, what say you, woman? She drunk, passed out of the mic.
I don't know.
She's on
She's
mute.
on
She's
mute.
on mute.
Well, until she comes back.
Hello, how are you
there she
doing?
is.
There you go.
Scared the fuck out of me. Shit.
I know. I started talking. I was like, "What are they saying?" Oh my
shit.
goodness. Oh my goodness. But no, I'm excited for Groken, because as far as like my personal backlist, it's coming up. The fact that it's at the printer and the story is going to continue. I'm excited about that one, but I'm excited about a lot of these books that are on this list. So this should be a fun one next year to do.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
for me, it came down to Groken and Godlike. Really looking forward to all of these books. Actually, I backed all of them too. But it came down to Godlike for me, just because how long it's been. Malin's been teasing this book for almost, for 3 years now, and just really hyping it up. And a little bit of art that he has shown, it really looks like it's going to be good. So yeah, I had to go with Godlike, but Groken was a close second.
I voted Groken, but I'm in the opportunity where I've seen the book and I can't wait for like everybody to see it. Like it's it's tough. Like when to hold back the excitement. You guys are going to, a lot of you guys are going to freak out. It's that good. So there you go. Where are we going to next, George?
Last category.
This is it.
Book of the year.
Last category.
All right, let me prepare myself. La 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 la.
Let's have Amanda do it.
All right, Amanda.
Okay.
I'm okay to let Vanessa do it.
No, I was just playing Vanessa. You're going to do it. Let me find a book of the year though. Are you ready, Vanessa?
You got to sing
Yes.
it, Vanessa.
All right,
No. Nominees for Book of the Year: Monster MD by Von Klaus, Starlight Cats by Shane Davis and Yanzi Lin, Lucid: The Walking Dreams by Michael Bancroft, Only Death Can Save Us by Russ Leach, The Chenille
by Graham Nolan.
Thank you. Sovereign Wolf: Clandestiny by Eddie Winkler.
There you go. All right, links in the chat, guys, fellas. Everybody go vote. Let's get the results. I'll turn it on. Links in the chat. Here we go. And it's not walking; it's waking dream. Vanessa, yes.
Neck and neck.
It was. Yeah, this is another tough one for me.
Oh boy. Does anybody write the award winners down? I didn't write them down.
I've been writing them
I'm sure
down.
George did.
I figured George would be.
George said that very disappointed in me when he was saying.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
I've been writing them down and tracking how many wins each creator has been getting as well.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
So we can ship them all to truck nuts.
That'll be your job, Jerry.
That's fine. I got a post office nearby.
Post
Reno,
office.
Reno says this comes down whether you're a dog person or a cat person. Thank you, Reno. My top two are Starlight Cats and the Lucent. Can't pick. There you go.
Yeah, this is a difficult one.
Yeah, it's just tough for me between two of them.
I don't even think that's that close, George. Actually,
I'm impressed seeing some of the votes that I'm seeing on screen because it's the one that's number one is up there, but 4 through 6 are all getting plenty of attention as well.
Mhm.
A lot of good books. I mean, all these books were great.
Considering the amount of backers Only Death Can Save Us had, I'm surprised they got that amount of votes.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Power of word
Yeah,
of mouth.
it goes to speak to the quality of that book. I mean, everyone that I've talked to that backed that book just has nothing but good things to say about it. So that's good to see. Hail Russ. He's got the Only Death Can Save Us 2 on Indiegogo right now, right?
Yes.
he does.
Nice.
You want to call? We'll give it one more minute, George. 7:42.
Yep.
Central Time. We'll call it. Jasper says he has all but one of these books. I have
Same.
I have all these books actually, all of them. So
Yeah, I missed out on Only Death Can Save Us, but
I have all but one as well.
Yeah.
that's cool to know. I'm going to vote now that I think it's over. So there you go. Because it's it's the last one. So there you go. But it was
Someone
it's
Googled it
very
at the
close for me.
beginning.
All right, last award goes to Starlight Cats, George.
Congratulations, Shane and Yancy.
So there we go. Super Jerry, what say you?
I agree with this poll heavily. I love Starlight Cats, but I voted the Chenoo because that was the first CG book that ever landed in my hands, and I loved Graham Nolan's use of the black and whites and the very little color he used, and I love scary stuff too, and the Chenoo is amazing, and the fact that it ties into Alien Alamo makes me excited for Alien Alamo. But still love Starlight Cats, and I love the Lucent. Unfortunately, I didn't have the funds to get the other ones, but yeah, I love the Chenoo. But I love Starlight. Like, they're all great. Like, we're not getting crud for our money, and I like that.
No. Amanda, what do you say?
I voted for Monster MD, although I do want to note that I've only gotten 3 out of the 6 books myself. And the 3 that are listed that I've gotten, it would probably take me a little bit to actually put them in order as to which ones I would, think of 1 through 10 or whatnot. But those are some amazing books. But I like the humor that Monster MD brings through. It was a great blend.
George.
I voted Starlight Cats. I think Starlight Cats might be my favorite Comicscape book ever.
Whoa.
Wow.
Not just this year, but of all time. So I'm glad to see that it won.
Oh, nice.
Awesome.
Vanessa.
Well, I mean, we were there from the jump, Leroy, and a lot of a lot of people on the panel were, and a lot of people were chat were, and we all said like, hey, cat book, whatever, blah blah blah, but it was really. That was a masterclass on how to do a campaign and how to schedule your time, because not only was the product when you felt it in your hand high quality, when you read the story it was quality, and then he got it out on time. It's something that other creators should study. I don't know why Shane's DMs are not getting blown up by these other creators asking like, how did you pull this off?
How do you know they're not?
Well, I don't know. I'm not in Shane's DMs like that. But if you're a creator and you're not, you should, because there's a lot to be learned by that man.
I disavow this, Shane. I don't want people bombing your DMs.
Blame Vanessa.
Jeremy, what do you say?
Yeah, for me, this was tough between Monster MD and the Lucent. They between those two and War Party, those are probably my 3 favorite books of the year. Monster MD was probably my favorite in terms of having a complete story. It was a clear beginning, middle, and end, and I really appreciated that. But I gave it to the Lucent on this category simply for the fact that the Lucent it is the book that I've been thinking about the most since I've stopped reading it. Like, I keep going back to thinking about it, theorizing maybe where it's going, where that's going. I seem to be more invested in the world of the Lucent overall. So for that reason, I went with that.
For me, it was a toss-up, and I mean a toss-up, between Only Death Can Save Us and Starlight Cats. I love both those books. I think both of those guys did a bang-up job. They both have a complete story, but left room for expansion. Just both. I ended up going with Starlight Cats because I think that Shane does like acting a little bit better, where the expressions on the faces, like you could really tell what those characters are feeling in those moments, and not that's a talent, and very few artists have that talent. So that's why I want to start like Cats, but only Death Can Save Us is up there. I really enjoyed Sovereign Wolf.
Mhm.
Graham Nolan's layouts in the Chenoo were fantastic, I would say. So, and then the coloring in the Lucent, like Michael captures the mood and everything else in the Lucent with it's very interesting, the Lucent. And Monster MD, Vaughn, you got the year started off right, because that was the book that I got
Yeah,
this
he
year,
did.
and I was
That
like,
kicked the year off with a freaking
yeah,
grand slam. Yeah.
yeah. So all these books are well deserved to be on here. So, but I voted Starlight Cats in the end.
Nice.
Do you want to tell us who won and what, George? We're
Yeah,
done.
yeah. So final numbers, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 different winners. Kyle Ritter with 1 category, Eric Weathers with 1, John Malin with 1, and Michael
what-
Bancroft with 1.
What categories though?
Yeah.
Kyle,
okay, goes
Kyle
they win.
Ritter won Colorist of the Year.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Eric Weathers won Letter of the Year.
Mm-hmm.
John Malin won Most Anticipated Book.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And Michael Bancroft, for 2 years in a row, won Community Ambassador of the Year.
There you go.
Awesome.
We had Kenneth Rocafort with 2 wins tonight. He got Best Artist, and he got one other category. Where is it? Best New Creator.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have EVS with 4 wins
Mhm.
tonight.
What do you win?
He Best
Killed it.
Character,
Mm-hmm.
the Warts and All Best Value,
Mm-hmm.
Entertainer of the Year,
Mm-hmm.
and Best Cover. Even though it was Dale Keown, I counted that as EVS's book.
Well, sure.
And then finally, Shane and Yanzi with 4 wins.
What they win?
With Most Memorable Moment for Baby Pterodactyl,
Mm-hmm.
Best Writer,
Mm-hmm.
Creator of the Year,
Mm-hmm.
and Book of the Year.
There you go. So there we go. Holy smokes.
Some stat
Now-
categories and some awesome winners.
Yep.
Sorry,
Before
Amanda.
we no, that's okay. Before we move on, and I know we don't normally show, but the Book of the Year, all of these artists that are listed for Book of the Year currently have something going right now, or will very soon. There's a couple of them that have one of them has announced something that is coming that has a sign up list, and then Eddie's definitely working on some stuff for number 2. So we'll get more great stuff from these people.
There you go.
Awesome.
7 to 9. So Comicsgate is a hoot. I would agree. Shane's the big winner. Everybody wins. Everybody wins in CG,
Everybody's a winner. Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Congratulations to everyone.
Mm.
Yeah, congrats to all the winners and all the nominees. I mean, all these categories were stacked. I mean, probably most of these categories could have gone anyway, and it wouldn't have been too surprising to most of us. So yeah, hats off to everybody.
Read Shane's.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Done. We'll do this again next year, George, I think. What do you
It'll
think?
be here before you know it, don't you think?
Yeah. We'll do it again next year. We'll do it every year. It's fun. I like it.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
We'll do it the first week in November. We'll do it again next year. So
Sounds good.
Same time. All right.
all right, voting's over. What do we have left? Oh yeah, Sandwich Saturday.
Sandwiches.
Yeah.
One more
Voting's
vote,
not over.
everyone, before you leave.
Well, tell people what this is, Vanessa.
So Sandwich Saturday is a way to torture myself by making sandwiches, because I owe Leroy a sandwich, and Darren Wagner. I owe him a sandwich too. So it's just a thing that we do for fun. We make sandwiches. It happens. We have to get lunch for work or whatever. You take a picture of your sandwich. You put it on Twitter. Use the hashtag Sandwich Saturday. That is SAMMICH Saturday. We pretty much control that hashtag.
Mhm.
And you take a picture and we vote on it. We judge each other
We do this every week,
Every week.
every week.
So let's get to the entries.
and anyone can enter.
Holy crap, Amanda! What in the hell?
Carbs.
Mhm.
It is homemade macaroni and
Wow.
cheese
Holy carbs
melt
indeed.
with bacon on a pumpernickel rye twisted bread. That's where
I
I'll
mean, it
put
has cheese, macaroni, like
Bacon looks good.
bacon.
the macaroni and cheese is extra cheesy, so I put like shredded cheese in it. So there's no actually sliced cheese, but there's extra grated cheese
Okay.
in it, so it melted when I was cooking it. And then there's bacon, and then make it like a grilled cheese.
All
You
right.
got some
mean, your
fans
kids
in the
will love
chat. Yeah, Chris Stanley likes it. Who else? What About likes it. So
All right.
yeah, you got some fans.
Amanda or Vanessa, let me award you with my 6th favorite woman on the planet this week. Talk
You
about
haven't
your
even looked
sandwich,
at the
girl.
rest of them.
They're not made by
It's
women
between
though.
you and Amanda. The contest is
Oh,
literally between you and Vanessa.
You've awarded men before.
Yeah, but not with this. This looks fantastic. Talk about it, girl.
Yeah, so it's try something new with a new type of bread. If I could do it again, I would use a different type of bread. Not that it wasn't delicious because I ate it.
What's on
But yeah,
it?
it's sliced pork with vegetables and magno chutney. I can't speak
Chutney.
chat. Shut your mouth.
Chutney.
Yes, and it's on forchata. So
Mhm.
and Mortal V, why are you trying to show freaking Shane's comment? He ain't here.
No, we don't do
We
that.
don't need to show that. We
Mortal
don't need
V-
to show that.
Oh no, he's not. It's a sandwich or something.
Oh, it's Shane's comment on
Oh.
Vanessa's sandwich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wait, what does Shane say?
No,
What's Shane say?
No,
Yeah.
we don't need to show that.
It doesn't
Oh,
say.
we got it. We got to
Wait,
show that.
quotes me.
No,
Yeah, it's
he
the coach.
yeah.
Why wasn't she on the Jack show?
Damn it,
Oof.
Shane.
Oh,
now listen, Leroy. When I say to you, you need to cut Vanessa off. I don't mean while she's talking. I mean the alcohol consumption. You understand
Oh.
that, right? Okay.
Not sure how that's possible there, George.
Yeah,
All
or
right.
is it gonna teleport?
Yeah, drive to her crib, take the bottle away from her.
We got Snuggy Jr. in the chat. This is his entry. He says breakfast sandwich of eggs, sausage patties topped with tomato, melted cheese on a butter croissant. I said
I
that
mean,
right.
he
Croissant
had me
looks like a
until
horn.
he had.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he had me until there's a tomato on there.
Yeah, the tomato lost. He lost
The
me.
croissant.
Yeah,
lost
I
me.
agree.
Jim with the old hillbilly standby, Sloppy Joe.
Oh,
What do you think, George, on the Sloppy Joe? What do
I
you
am a
think?
huge Sloppy Joe fan.
Yeah, I figured you would be. Yeah. Does this look appealing to you, George?
I'm voting.
He's excited he gets to vote live.
George don't need to see
I
anymore.
think that was it.
All
I
right.
think that was it. Yeah.
All right,
Wait, there was
that's
one
it.
down below, wasn't there?
No, that's
No.
Roquefort's like
Oh.
all-time winner, pretty much.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
look at that.
You
Look at
bring
that.
it up for posterity. Yep.
Yeah. What Amanda was whining about the drink in it. There's a
Wait,
vegetable
The
drink,
sandwich looked
guys.
amazing. You have to pick on something.
Wait a minute. No, that was last week. Okay, cool. I'll make the poll real
Yeah.
quick. We'll vote on it.
We're all
This will
voting
be
for
the
Jim,
last
right?
vote, and then we're going to talk. We got to talk a little about Vanessa's personal life after this vote.
Oh,
Ooh, that's right. We might need a little bit of a chat update.
Nuggy will get his wish.
Yes. Let me drink
very-
some water.
I'm very disappointed in Vanessa. Needless to say, George, and we'll get into that.
oh.
I want to know how messy that sandwich of Snuggies was to eat it, because like it overhung the croissant by a lot. So I'm wondering if it all stayed intact or if it fell everywhere.
Hmm.
Oh, that fell all over the place, probably. I'd bet.
That's what I'm thinking.
Leandro's voting for Roqueforce again.
That was like months ago, Leandro.
Jim with the Sloppy Joe.
Yeah, that thing looks
Yep.
great. I like that there's two of them too.
You can't just have one,
Yeah, because one
Double
will
your
just make you
pleasure,
angry.
double your fun.
George. Is it sliced pork?
St. Rabbit says tomatoes ruin everything.
Snuggie with the breakfast sandwich.
Depends upon what the tomatoes are on.
Snuggy said it was very messy but good.
Hmm.
It does
It
look
does
good.
look good.
Nice.
Dark Side Darren says no baloney string, no dice.
Ugh.
Oh yeah. All right, we'll bring this over here. We'll get here, and then we'll come over here, and we'll put it in the chat. All right, polls in the chat. Everybody go vote. Like we do this every week. We've probably lost like 90 people by now, and that's fine.
Michael Bancroft says, I don't see any greens on those sandwiches. I'm vetoing my vote.
Oh, Vanessa had vegetables though. It almost looked like it was a coleslaw mix without the dressing stuff.
Henry Bemis has a good point. Tomatoes cause sandwich instability, and he's right about that.
I mean, we're all about the integrity of the sandwich, right?
Yeah,
He
it can't
sounds like
be
a professional
unstable.
sandwich artist.
Finally, one of the votes tonight are rigged. Of all the things we voted for,
Why is it vote?
I
I
clearly
know, out of
see it.
everything, this will be the most controversial out
Yep,
of everything
I
we
see it
voted on
already.
tonight.
Are you saying people are simping for Amanda?
Correct.
Kenneth
Oh.
says Vanessa's got his vote. I would agree.
That-
I
That's
forgot to
all that
vote.
matters to me.
What?
Oh.
Hmm.
She got the Roquefort's vote. I mean, that counts as 10 in itself, I'd imagine.
Elliot Rodriguez says Jim Cox doesn't disappoint. Gotta love those sloppy joes. That's where I went with too.
Jim has won this competition more than anybody, I think. We'd have to go back and tally. It'd be close between him and Amanda. We'd have to go tally it up.
Last
Yeah,
week
Jim
was-
had to retire at one point because he wouldn't stop winning.
No, Amanda's not married. Antoine.
Well, I mean,
Uh-oh.
her resume's out there, gentlemen.
Uh-oh.
No, it's not.
Yes,
Sure, we'll
it is.
find
Look
that
at all these
resume there,
sandwiches.
Vanessa.
I mean, come on now. Look at all these sandwiches that are out there in the internet. Like, come on now.
Yeah.
We'll
her
find
sandwich.
Amanda her Chad.
Not her Steve.
Or her Steve, yeah.
All right, so Amanda, you win.
Thank you all.
All
Although
right.
honestly, it's cheese and meat. You can't go wrong. Melted cheese and meat.
Mm-hmm.
That seems to usually be the winner. Last week
So-
it was what, the burgers with the double decked burgers and the melted cheese and meat.
Simple's the way to go sometimes.
All right, George. I was very
Okay.
disappointed yesterday. Shane hit me up. It's like, hey, will you start a stream on my channel? We need to close out PTP. I'll join a little bit later. I'm like, oh man, what are you gonna do? I need some help. So I hit Vanessa up. And she can't join us because she's out with Chad and didn't talk to us before she went out with Chad.
Mm,
Didn't clear it with us first. How dare she?
I didn't know I had to do that.
mm.
We've already laid these ground rules out, young lady.
No, you didn't.
This sounds
So-
like
And
it's getting
I don't
serious.
think George has approved of Chad yet either. Vanessa's breaking all the protocols here.
I don't.
It's because you guys are taking Chad more seriously than Chad and Vanessa are taking Chad and Vanessa.
It's got to be pretty serious if you're not going on a closeout stream, Vanessa.
Yeah, you're shirking your responsibilities.
Yeah, you
Well,
should have
It's
been
true.
doing work,
It's true.
and you're out
Where-
dicking around with Chad instead.
Where's my CG coin then? If it makes you feel any better, it was mutual torturing going on between Chad and I.
Oh,
What?
Yeah,
Yes.
what?
He made me see the friggin' internals.
Oh,
dude, that's a relationship ender.
No, it's not.
I'm a little disappointed
Because
myself.
we
actually.
ended up seeing we ended up seeing Spencer tonight or Friday. So yeah, like friggin' he's been busy at his job, so we haven't been able to, get time with each other. So he had
Does
like
he have a good job at least?
Yeah, what's he do?
it's not your business.
Hmm.
Well, does he
has
have
one
a
of
good
those-
job at least?
He has a good local government job.
Does he get along with his mother?
garbage man.
Oh, George.
Did
Again,
you see Eric the Guapo's comment where he said we decided a couple weeks ago that Chad had to go? He messed with Sandwich Saturday, and now this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what does your Twitter dad think of all this? Has he approved of Chad?
listen, like I said, you guys are treating Chad and Vanessa more serious than Chad and Vanessa are treating Chad and Vanessa.
Your actions don't say that. I'm telling you, you're skipping
What we
work.
saw? What
to
we
do
saw
stuff
a
with
freaking
Chad.
Movie. What work? I don't get a freaking paycheck for this. Where's my W-2? Besides,
it.
by
You
the
didn't
time
get yours?
I got home, freaking Shane was on the stream. I was like, "Oh, you don't need me. I'm good."
Did you see Shane? Hell yeah, we needed you. Did you not see that stream? It was a train wreck.
Oh my goodness.
But goat
but we got a
yoga.
dust cover, so we're good.
Mm.
We talked about pony play, Vanessa. You were needed.
Hmm.
Oh my no, I'm glad. Well, then I'm glad I definitely wasn't there.
All right. that's it. 2 hours. We did our voting. Yeah.
Thank you all that came, the
Yeah.
new and the reliable.
We will talk to you guys. We'll start doing stuff. Oh, next week, George and I on Wednesday. What are we doing, George?
We're doing a discussion on The Dark Knight Returns by Frank Miller.
Ooh,
nice.
nice.
Wait a minute. Roca Fort weighed in. Yeah, Vanessa.
He
you wanna do
did.
this?
Yeah, he did. Hold on. Let me see if I
disappointed
can get
Kenneth.
an accent.
Shit.
Hold on.
Read it.
He did a bad move to choose that movie. He did. He did.
He's Puerto
I mean-
Rican, not Russian. What are you
What was
doing?
that accent,
Yeah,
Vanessa?
he doesn't know these tunnels like the back of his head.
Listen, if you knew how much I've been drinking, just be happy that I'm able to speak right now.
Oh,
But,
George knows.
Oh, I know, right? We're gonna have a sit rep, and he's like, "No alcohol next year." But like,
Mhm.
speak for yourself.
I have notes.
But no, like I'm not going to go into a full thing with the Eternals. I guess if Jeremy wants to suffer with that on his channel, we could do that there. But overall, the movie was freaking boring.
All right.
I could have
Alright.
cut out an hour of that movie, but yeah, it was
Alright.
boring. He heard about it. We watched the Princess Diana movie, and he was like, "This is gay," and I was like,
Cut
So,
her
It
off.
is.
wait,
Cut her
those
off.
the Eternals. Anyways, Wednesday we're doing a stream. George and I are going to do a stream on The Dark Knight Returns. We're going to talk all about it. We'll see if anybody
Nice.
else wants to come on. But yeah, we'll talk to you on Wednesday. See you later, chat.
Later, everyone.
Thank you
Later,
for having me.
guys.